Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Kaketsu Yanshimaru Ni, or San. I don't know why I said 4. Taiketsu Zoringen, also known as Kid Niki 3. I have not done live commentary in a while, forgive me. This is obviously Famicom only, and you can tell by looking at this that you can press one button to constantly attack over and over, another button to jump, and the control pad to move around. A lets you jump, B lets you attack. There are other things you can do, such as holding up and the B button in midair to do an upward strike, and down and B to do a downward strike. You kind of pogo around when you do the downward strike if you land on the ground while you still are performing it, but it doesn't work like DuckTales, so don't even bother using it like in DuckTales, because it ain't gonna work. As you can see here, this princess has been kidnapped by these two guys. She sent a note in the form of a paper airplane to our hero, who is basically the Kid Niki of this game. We'll help you! And as you can see, this is obviously a translated version of the game because this game never came to the West. And this is from 1993, and you'd think the music here would be better, given that this is a late release, but it isn't, so we might as well just go ahead and press start. While I'm pretty much at this, I've already mentioned controls, and all that I have left to mention, besides the fact that all these guys are showing up, is that you have all these guys showing up from just out of nowhere. Now, you probably wondered how I did that. You pretty much have to hold the control pad towards a wall while you're pretty much in front of it, and then press B. You have to press and hold it until you're pretty much at the elevation that you want, and from there, you can launch yourself backward into the air, destroying an enemy that's in your path, as well as making it to places you couldn't normally reach. Like right here, for instance, where we can take care of these walking shurikens and get that coin. The coins are just there for bonus points, and if you collect enough of them, I believe you have to collect 20, you get a bonus stage. And there are keys you can pick up to open locked doors, as well as hearts that can be used to refill your health. Right up there in the upper left-hand corner, you have the amount of health you have, the number of keys you have, and the number of points you have. Score is basically useless for all points and purposes. Also, the downward stab is really useless. I don't know why you'd really want to use it, to be honest. Speaking of pickups, there are hearts, both small and big, that can be used to refill your health. And I need to pick one up ASAP. Aside from the guys that take one hit to kill, you also got these robots that take 3 hits to kill with the projectiles. And there will be many other enemies that we will run into eventually. Finally, that's what I wanted to do to get that key. Might as well go ahead and use it to open the door into this little building here. And get that heart, but how are we going to do it? Well, simple. Hold down, press A, you can do a Mega Man style slide. That thing that's shooting fireballs, you want to stay away from it because it shoots out fireballs at regular intervals. I say as I continuously lose health, like an idiot. And I am not doing so well because, again, it's been a while since I did live commentary, and I just realized this game was a thing. And there's another scroll that lets us be invincible for as long as we're flashing red there. And there's a switch. Just walk up to it, hold B, and you'll move that little gray thing that's in your path. It usually acts as a platform, and in this case it was an obstacle. Nevertheless, we wanted it out of our way. We will be using it as a platform momentarily, but for now, let's just try to get through this building and not die. And now I got white version of that robot that just crawl along the ground and just become a bother for us. Whenever you attack, you shoot out a projectile that goes the entire length of the screen. And don't worry, we're getting a heart. It's a big one. There are small hearts and there are big hearts. The small ones refill a little bit of your health, and I believe the big ones replenish what constitutes pretty much half of a full bar. So there is that. And we have the whole B here. So that way we can get the platforms like we want. So we can get up here, grab the key, and take on this guy. Now, this guy takes a little while to beat. He jumps to the center of the screen, then to the other side, then the center, and then back to the right. This block that I'm standing on, that I've got my front foot on, you pretty much want your hero's front foot on the light part of that tile there. So that way, you can stand in a spot that won't let you get hit by the fireballs that move around in little sine wave patterns while you attack this guy. There's a little bit of space you can sit in and just thrash away with the projectile attack. And I managed to get the elusive 3 hits. Usually I get a 1 or 2, but I'm doing a lot better now than I was in the practice run. And every time you defeat a boss, the game pretends it's Windows Movie Maker and does that little cycle through the color spectrum there every time the boss dies. And hey, we got 20 coins even. We get bonus points for beating a boss, as well as we get to see how many coins we have. And if we have 20 or more, we can enter a bonus stage at the end of every round. Here, we get to pop 3 balloons, and if we get all 3 to match the same thing, we get a special prize. If not, we get a predetermined amount of points for each icon that we uncover. So you have to attack 3 balloons. Whatever you get is whatever you get. Oh boy. I'm not gonna get it. Nope. Have I gotten another one of those heads, I would have gotten an extra life. That is the extra life icon. You get 100, not 100, but 1,000 for a coin, 2,000 for a princess head, and 3,000 for a Kid Niki head. And now it is time for stage 3, where we'll get a whole new set of enemies, such as these guys with their little dinglings out. Yes, I said dinglings. Stop laughing. That are supposed to be based on those statues that you see on like some fountains. They shoot water at you with their dinglings. They go down after 3 projectiles. And these guys always attack when they show up, which is kind of stupid. I do want to do the wall jump here to get the key. And I just want to jump. You know what? I'm tired of taking unnecessary damage. I'm gonna wait for this guy to return fire before I do a 3rd. No, I guess he's not going to return fire. Well, either way, I'm gonna drop down here and get a key. And I might as well go ahead and refill my health while I'm here. Refill a little bit of it anyway. There are some hazards here in the water, such as these little mine-like things that move up and down, as well as these sharks that move in sine wave patterns sometimes. And I could have used that other key to not refill, but open that door, but I guess this is not to be because I went down here. Shows how much I know, given that I've started playing this game for the first time in a while. Want to duck down here to avoid the shark. And I also want to duck to avoid the duck here that spits fish. Now, When you're in the water, your control's a little different. You have to use the B button, the attack button, to swim. And you can't attack while you're in the water at all. So you have to be very careful about what you're doing. I'm going to stand at the edge here to wait for this thing to go up, so I can open this door. And I should be able to move on from there. Now, I believe I want to go to the top first. There are some things that we can get, if I can get there without dying. There we go. 2 coins, and an extra life from that princess head. I think it's an extra life. If it's not an extra life, it refills your health completely. Because I know I didn't lose a life in the practice run. It's pretty hard to lose a life in the early stages. As crummy as the controls can be when you first start playing it. I've played this before and beat it. I can't remember if it was legit or not. But I just now remembered this game exists and remembered that I beat it, so I decided, hey, why not go ahead and do it for the channel? Now, this part can trip a couple of people up. What you want to do is stand here and press A, and hold it so that you jump out of the water. You want to take care of the statue here, and if you need health, go over here, you'll get a big heart. Now, believe it or not, you have to leap from the edge here to that platform over there. And this does take a certain amount of tries. Oh, by the way, the water controls, I never really went over them. Jeez. You have to press B, the attack button, to swim, and you have to keep tapping it in order to keep rising up. There we go. Want to watch out for the shark because the shark can jump in and out there. And A, you can use it to jump, but you can't press it repeatedly to swim. Apparently Super Mario Brothers did the controls for swimming in water better than this game ever did. And that was 7 years before Kid Niki 3, so I don't know what IRM was thinking doing it like that. Nevertheless, it's the only stage in the game where you are underwater. So, thankfully, once you're past stage 2, you never really have to deal with this again. And all that's left is just you having to do with your own patience as you get through this maze-like area, trying to get away from the sharks whenever necessary. And thankfully, there's a heart in case you need it. I'm going to go ahead and grab it just in case, because I had the feeling I was probably going to get hit. Anyway. And you can't attack these sharks when they jump out of the water here. And I thought I'd despawn that guy. Well, shows how much I know. Yeah, once you get over there, you want to leap to the left and... Ooh, I forgot about the bomb. The bomb takes out all on-screen enemies, which is rather nice. I didn't get that in the practice run, so I was like, what is that? And then I remembered as soon as I picked it up. We're pretty much at the end of the stage now. We have one extra key from that door I never opened, but oh well. Now we got this guy. This guy will do one of 2 attacks. Either he will jump up and do a 3-way shot, or he will do a dive attack. For best results, hit this guy with a projectile when he's on the ground. If you can hit him on the way down from a jump with your projectile, more power to you. Thankfully, you can kind of see the projectiles coming sometimes, which is why I'm doing better here than I did in my practice run. Might as well go ahead and hit the guy while I can, while I have the invincibility. And there we go! We have the second boss taken down. I'm pretty sure I have 20 coins collected at this point. I like to see if I can get the bonus stage at the end of every stage that I can get it in. And so we get the message from the princess again saying, hey, you've entered the bonus stage. Go ahead and pop 3 balloons. Match them all up, get a special prize. I'm going to say it flatly, I'm probably not going to get anything from these bonus stages except points, probably. And Kid Niki head. Kid Niki head. Pretty much sure. Oh, I got it. That happens right when I said nothing was going to happen. So we're going to get 3,000 points from each of these Kid Niki heads. I'm pretty sure that's not the name of the hero in this game. But at the same time, it's like, I might as well go ahead and call him Kid Niki. And we get a super projectile, I guess? I'm not sure. But I'm going to go ahead and pause the game now because we have reached stage 3. Join me next time where I go through stages 3 and 4. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!